Today, let us experience the meaning of the divine Gayathri Mantra. Gayatri is Veda Mata. Gayantam trayate iti Gayatri. Gayathri Mantra not only protects the person who recites the mantra, but also protects the entire community who lives in the vicinity of the person who chants the mantra. When we look at the meaning, the Omkara or the Pranava, it symbolizes that supreme being who is in the orb of the Surya Mandala or the sun. The Antaradithya Vidya of the Chandogya Upanishad beautifully brings out this particular aspect. eśontar Antaradithye hiraṇmaya Puruśo drisyate hiranya smaśru hiranya kesa āprṇakhāt sarva evasuvarṇa kapyasam pundarīkameva akshini is what the Antaradithya Vidya says. The Bhuh Bhuvah and Suvaha are the three worlds, but when we speak about Bhuh, it says that the Lord embodies and protects all the spiritual energies within a person. Antarbahischa Narayana. Narayana eva idagam sarvam. The Bhuvaha speaks about the Lord removing all the sufferings. And Suvaha, he gives the eternal happiness. While Bhuhu represents the prana, the Bhuvaha represents the apana, and Suvaha represents the vyana. While Bhuhu represents existence, Bhuvaha represents consciousness, and Suvaha represents the ananda. Anandam brahmeti vyajanat. Now coming to the 24 syllables of the Gayathri Mantra. They are split into 8 syllables each. The Gayathri Mantra is the condensed version of the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda and the Sama Veda. The 10 mandalas of the Rig Veda, when it is churned, we get the first 8 letters of the Gayathri Mantra. Tat savitur varenyam. Once this is churned further, we get the akara in the Pranava. The 7 khandas of the Yajur Veda, once it is churned, you get the second 8 letters of the Gayathri Mantra, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. When churned further, we get the Ukara of the Pranava. The third 8 letters of the Gayathri Mantra is the churned form of the 1000 shakhas of the Sama Veda, Dhiyo Yonaf Prachodayat. Once churned further, we get the Makara of the Pranava. The churned version or the capsule of the Gayathri Mantra is the Pranava Akara Ukara Makara. Now going deeper into the meaning, Tat Savitur Varenyam, that Lord who is in the Antaradithya, who gives the effulgence to the sun, is a bundle of qualities. He is the most respected, Samasta Kalyana Guna Paripurna. We need to propitiate that Lord. We need to contemplate on that Lord. And that is said in Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. That Lord who has given the effulgence to the sun, may he awaken our intellect and also present the gnana or the wisdom to our intellect. Dhiyo yonaf prachodayat. There are many intellects, and these intellects need the wisdom at different phases of the day and in the life. That is why Swami Vedanta Deshika, a great Vedantin and a metaphysicist, he beautifully brought out the 23rd Vadam of the Shatadushini, where he said, Pratipurusham anekaha pratyavastham vichitraha. He kept the Gayathri Mantra as the fundamental to give this Vada. Pratipurusham anekaha. The souls are many. Nityo nityanam, chetanas chetananam, yeko bahunam, yo vidadati kaman. The souls are many, the intellects are many, the anubhuti is many. And the jnana also should be many, because we need to deal at different phases of the day and in life. Gordon Allport, in his definition of personality, beautifully says that personality is the dynamic organization of those psychophysical characteristics within an individual which determine his unique adjustment to the external environment. So, the dynamic coordination of psychophysical characteristics. So, anubhuti is not one. The jnana, dhiyaha is the jnana which he gives to the intellect. And dhi is singular, dhiyaha is plural. That is why Swami Vedanta Deshika says, Pratipurusham anekaha, pratyavastham vichitraha, shubha gatishu dhiyo yaha, choyat vat anjasanaha, akhila chit achit antaryami, tad vishnu sanyam, savitum aham upase, tasya devasya bhargaha. That Lord, savitum aham upase. Very important. That Lord who is in the orb, I propitiate, I contemplate for him to awaken this intellect. Now, taking this Gayathri Mantra into management, what do we get and what is the essence of Gayathri Mantra to management is what we are going to see. The Om signifies the unity of command. It is the alignment of all the stakeholders and represents the shared identity of all the stakeholders. Bhuvaha, Bhuh and Suvaha. It speaks about the physical state, the mental state and the spiritual state. Bhuh is the physical state, that is the infrastructure, the machinery, etc. Bhuvaha is the psychological well-being of the human capital in an organization. Suvaha is the spiritual quotient of the people in the organization. How much time they are spending to develop themselves, how much time they spend to contribute to the society, how much time they spend to contribute to the people around them. That is the spiritual quotient. Tat savitur varenyam. When we are talking about varenyam, how are we going to be respected? And that respect comes through our UVP, unique value proposition. Are we going to be an innovative organization? How are we going to show our excellence? Are we going to show our trustworthiness? Are we trusted as a service organization? What are our ideals? Are we going to compete on our quality? Are we going to compete on our cost? This is going to be the guiding sun for all the performance of an organization. Tat savitur varenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhimahi is contemplation. When we are talking about the plan, do, check and act, That is the Deming cycle or the quality cycle. The aspect of check is very important. We need to keep on contemplating, reviewing, and the think tanks have to be active. This is to ensure that the decisions are guided properly, there is clarity, we innovate at every step, and that gives us continuous learning. What is the goal? Greatness through ongoing and applied learning. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. That particular spark when we are contemplating, the spark which gives us the ongoing learning, which gives us applied learning, is Bhargo devasya dhimahi. And dhiyo yonah prachodayat. Organization is made out of people. It has to be not one intellect, it should be many intellects. And that many intellects gives collective intelligence of the organization. Nityo nityanam, chetanas chetananam, yeko bahunam, yo vidadati kaman. Yeko bahunam. When the vision is one, many people work towards that vision. That is dhiyo yonah prachodayat. Every intellect has to be awakened in an organization to achieve success. So, that light which is given by the Lord to the orb of the sun is the values, virtues, and the purpose for which the organization exists. We need to show respect. There has to be a coordination between the vision and the execution. The first 8 syllables, Tat Savitur Varenyam, shows the vision. Bhargo devasya dhimahi shows the execution. And when the Lord bestows that effulgence to the sun gives it to everybody without an in-group or an out-group. So we need to share the blessings to the society and the environment. We need to pray for the wisdom which will surge out at different phases of our day and our life. This is to go in the right direction, to head in the right direction. O Lord, hold our hand, awaken our intellect, and lead us in the right direction is the capsule meaning of the Gayathri Mantra.